So today we have more cards made by Yu-Gi-Oh! AI, and first off we have Greenland, the Rika Queen. This is requested by Rena von Misi, and Greenland, the Rika Queen is a level 8 water plant effect, 2800 attack and 2400 defense. Cannot be tributed except for the tribute summon of a water monster. When a plant monster is tributed, even during the damage step, quick effect, target one face-up monster on the field, return it to the hand, and if you do, you lose exactly 400 attack. If this card is tributed, you can special summon one Rika monster from your deck, except Greenland, the Rika Queen. You can only use this effect of Greenland, the Rika Queen, once per turn. I'm fine with this. This is a interesting card, even though it's an extender, but honestly, overall, definitely going to be interesting as we go on with a lot of these AI cards, because we're getting into a lot of the requested cards. We have Evil Twin Lay and Go Rainbow King. You are a Link 4/3? 4/3. Evil Twin Lay and Go Rainbow King. Cyber's Link effect, 2300 attack, points left, right, and double up. 3+ monsters with different types and attributes. For this card's Link Summon, you can also use monsters your opponent controls as material. Cannot be used as a Link material. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck to a main monster zone, this card points to place one monster from your hand on top of the deck. You can only use each of the following effect of Evil Twin Lay and Go Rainbow King once per turn. When a spell, trap card, or another monster's effect is activated, quick effect, you can place that card on the top of the deck. You can attach two materials from a monster you control, shuffle both this card and one other face-up card from the field into the deck. This is actually very, very, very good. So if you activate something like a Pot of Greed, like the comments have suggested, you could just place it back on top of the deck. And being able to detach two materials from any monster you control is very, very good. Overall, very solid Link 3 or 4. We have Mutant Cell, or Mutant Call. We have send one mutant monster card, or one mutant card from your deck to the graveyard. Special summon one mutant monster from your hand, then add one mutant spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, except Mutant Call. If you control a fusion monster whose original attribute is fire or water, you can also add one mutant monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then you can repeat this process 3 more times. Being able to repeat a process 3 more times is very, very broken, because you could just send the card from deck to hand, special summoning mutant from your hand that you just sent, and then you add a spell, so you get 3 spells in hand, 3 monsters on board. No, 4 monsters and 4 spells and traps. That's really broken. I do have to say that for sure. After that, we have Odd Eye's Raging Flare Dragon. It is a light Link 3 pendulum effect, or no, Link 2, 2800 attack. Pendulum effect. During each battle phase, each player can only attack with one monster. If you have an Odd Eye's card in the under the pendulum zone, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that has a different level and attribute from the monster in your pendulum zones, using monsters in your hand or extra deck as fusion material. You can only use this effect of Odd Eye's Raging Flare Dragon once per turn. That's a very good effect. And then 2 pendulum summoned pendulum monsters for the Link materials. You can only control one Odd Eye's Raging Flare Dragon. This card is unaffected by other monster effects. When a monster neither player control activates its effects quick effect, you can send one other pendulum dragon monster from your extra deck to your graveyard and negate the activation, and if you do, place this card in your pendulum zone, and if you do that, increase this card's pendulum scale by the sent monsters. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot send monsters with the same original attribute to activate this effect. You can only control 2 or more cards in your pendulum zones. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Okay, so while you have 2 or more cards in your pendulum zone, it can attack twice. It just negates something that neither player controls. Very interesting. And then it increases his pendulum scale. That's fine. Very, very wordy of a card. Black Feather Extreme World, it's a field spell card. When this card is activated, you can add one Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, during the main phase, you could pay, the turn player could pay 800 life points, then apply one of these effects. Set one Blackwing spell or trap card directly from their deck, and if they do, they take no damage for the rest of the turn, even if this card leaves the field. Each time your Blackwing monster inflicts battle damage or effect damage to your opponent, you can special summon one Blackwing monster from your deck, and if you do, place one Black Feather counter on it. Target one Blackwing monster in either graveyard, special summon it, but if effects are negated, then they can special summon one Blackwing monster from their hand. You can only activate one Black Feather Extreme World per turn. This is just broken. Just super broken. It's a Black Feather card, but that's fine. But like being able to add a Blackwing, then set a spell or trap card from the deck, or special summon a Blackwing from hand and deck, or graveyard in hand, that's very broken. I don't know how I feel about this card. Now we have Crimson Nova, the Bestial Cubic Lord, and Endora Doomvolt, the Cubic Beast. Okay, this is a rank 12 Dark Beast Warrior Exceed effect, 4,000 attack, 3,000 defense, 2 level 12 monsters. Okay, this card is unaffected by other card effects once per turn during your player's turn. When a card or effect is activated, you can detach one material from this card, negate the effects, and if you do, destroy it. If this card has Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord, as an Exceed material, it gains this effect. When a monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card your opponent controls, and if you do, attach one of them to this card as an Exceed material. Self-recyclable Exceed materials are broken, and honestly, this card is very good. Very alright. Unaffected 4K beat stick that has an Omni Negate, pretty good. As we also have Endora Doomvolt, the Cubic Beast. It's a fire, rank 6 beast exceed effect, 2800 attack and 2000 defense, 2+ level 6 monsters. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you could detach one material from this card instead. During your opponent's end phase, reveal one random card in your opponent's extra deck. Then if it's a cubic card, special summon this card from your hand or face-up field in face-down defense position, otherwise return it to its original position. When you do, this card's battle position cannot be changed until the end of the damage step. Well, this is going to be the last card to end off of because I'm already confused now, and we have quite a lot to go since I haven't done these in a while. But anyways, I have been Bolt Spider, and see you guys in the next video.